What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Doe Show. It's your boy Dame D.
And your boy E Skeezy.
Today we're going to be talking about inflation. We're going to talk about from
Inflation.
inflation from when we grew up to now.
And it's crazy because you don't really see it coming. It just sneak up on you. You know what I mean? Like the fog, like a burglar or whatever. And you
Right.
just gonna have to pay or you ain't getting, period.
And
Everything done went up.
and before we start the show, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It helps the channel grow. And we also have a few guests that's going to join us and conversate with us on this topic today. So I'll go ahead and let the guests introduce themselves to the show.
What's going on, y'all? It's GMN Cut.
Okay, I like to and go ahead with my other guest. You can welcome yourself to the show now. My bad. Hello.
Aisha.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's Freestyle Friday, y'all. Like I said, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's definitely going to help the channel grow. We have another guest that's just coming into the show, so we'll allow him to introduce himself to the show also. To hell.
What up, though? What up, though? BJ3 in the house from the 313. Now I'm in the 626, 312, something like that. 310 Harlem Joyce.
Okay,
Another member of the
That's what's up.
GBC.
Welcome to the show, BJ3. We're gonna be
Appreciate
talking about inflation. You know, the prices from now from when we grew up to the current prices now. You know, so E Skeezy, I'm gonna go ahead and allow you to lead the show off and get us started.
Man, speaking of inflation, I was just talking to my wife. I stayed not too long ago. I don't think this was even 6 years ago. I stayed in a trailer. I was paying $600 a month. You know, water bill was low, lights was low, but fast forward to now, I'm paying double that, $1,200 a month. You know, light bills ranging from 190 to here and there, whatever. Christmas time, they jack everybody lights up because we pay for the lights that go around the city. You know what I mean? But speaking of the inflation, I myself personally, not proud of it, but I'm just sharing with y'all. I used to steal the big bags of chips out the stove. They was only $1.99. Funyuns, Doritos. I would, because they had them right there near the door. Shame on them. It was their fault.
Right.
All I had to do was just keep walking out, and run when I got out the door.
See, that's why we call them sticky fingers.
Yeah, sticky fingers. That's when I was young and dumb. But now I'm old. I ain't got to steal. I kill. No, I'm just. But yeah, the big bag, the biggest bag you could see now was only $1.99. Now the smallest bags was a quarter. Now they 50 cents. The other size bags was 99 cents. But those are now the grab bags. Remember the grab bags? They was
right.
Like
now, so you're talking about the prices of when we grew up to the prices of now, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Back then, in my day, the biggest family size bag of Funyuns, Doritos, Ruffles, you name it.
Right.
It was $1.99. I just recently seen a bag of chips, Funyuns, family size. They $5.99 for some chips now. Okay, Oodles and Noodles was $3-4.
They actually now used to be $4 $4.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Thank you for that correction. Yeah. Matter of fact, if you catch them on sale, you might get sick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so inflation has definitely been going up from when we grew up to now. Things has probably doubled, at least tripled. I mean, well, I'm going to say at least double. They're double.
The good
BJ3,
part about that, Dame,
go ahead.
Got like on the air, we got like 3 different generations. You know what I mean?
Since the time that when we grew up, yeah.
So they could attest to the prices,
Yeah, and we got GMN Cut in the studio with us, so he'll be able to contest to some of the prices, because a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about, he's not going to know about a lot of the prices, so he'll be able to contest and give us his testimony on current prices. So Aisha, I want you to give us your testimony on what you think inflation, how inflation has trickled and went up like basically almost triple since when we grew up to now.
And how's it affected you?
I mean, I agree with E. The same thing, like with chips, they went up, and he said $5.99, but I was just in the grocery store today buying Doritos, and the big bag is like $7.49 where I was at. So, which is crazy business.
I
and
don't
the
even
same
like
thing,
Doritos no more.
Yeah, see, and I need you guys to inform me because I don't go to the grocery store, so I don't know like the prices like on the food and stuff. So yeah, inform me and those who may not be in the grocery store a lot, who does the shopping, because I don't do a lot of shopping. I have not seen the price gouges in the food, but I've been hearing about that a lot. So go on ahead
like
and
even
elaborate on me and tell me a little bit about the current prices from now to when we grew up.
and so I'll use like, so since you said grocery store, so I'll use like eggs. You can go to the grocery store right now to get eggs, a dozen eggs, and you're gonna spend about $6 or $7.
Wow, see, that's crazy.
I
See,
mean,
and I
did the
remember
chickens
from
ask for a raise or something?
exactly,
Right.
because from when we grew up, I remember going to buy a dozen of eggs for 99 cents.
Or even milk. Milk is high. Milk is
Damn it, $5.
Yeah, that used to be
$5 a gallon.
$1.99.
Yeah, see, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad that
get.
I don't drink milk.
So I mean, I I can speak for self when I say how it affects me, but I'm sure it affects everybody. I mean, it's a serious extreme. You're not making more money, but you paying double or triple for the things that you need. I'm not even speaking of items that you just want. I'm speaking
Right.
just strictly of the stuff that you need.
Yeah, for your
Necessity.
like your daily essentials, your
Yes, daily
toothpaste
essentials
and
are
your soap.
extremely high.
Right. Now
Tissues,
one thing I
bleach.
will be able to test about is gas. That's something that I've seen within the last 8 years, because I'm on the highway a lot every single day, so definitely, because I remember when we were growing up as a child, the lowest I think I may have seen gas was maybe like 80
99
cents, 80 cents a
99.
gallon. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go
Prices
with
like that.
99 cents. That was common because I used to
Yeah.
actually go and pump people gas.
I was just
Try
about to, I
hustle,
swear to God, I was
you
just
know
getting
what I
ready to
mean?
say
But
that.
now
Remember when we used
gas
to pump
prices
people
so
gas?
high,
Yeah,
they
see,
can't
that was one of
afford
the
to
old
pay.
hustles right there.
I remember 89. I remember 89.
Yeah, I remember like 99.
Right. So
It was right
BJ3,
there
I
when it
want
was
you to
99. It was
elaborate a
99
little
in
bit,
there.
BJ3. Let us know what you think about the inflation prices from when we grew up to current.
Well, you were saying you want people to tell you prices about food, and I like to cook, so
Right.
I can tell you back in the days you can get some legs for like 69 cents,
Oh, yeah.
49 cents. The wings back in the days you can get some wings for like $1 a pound or something like that. Wings now they're like
Yeah.
$4-5 a pound.
The wings more than the
ridiculous.
legs. We got a wing shortage.
Wings, how they had what the restaurant? What the other part of the chicken at?
Right.
I know,
Right.
right?
You sound like Cat
Hey,
Oh,
but
Williams.
we
that,
ain't got a
that
leg
hey,
shortage.
look,
Right.
they've been trying to tell us that for a while though. Back when Popeyes chicken sandwiches, they ran out of chicken, but they ran out of the chicken
But they
sandwiches.
had the rest of part of the chicken.
They had
But
everything else.
Right.
but every chicken come with 2 wings.
Right.
But it's just
So
people eat
yeah.
more
Hey,
wings.
look, let me say this too. It's a way to kind of ease the pain from inflation. It's vehicles out there that you can invest in to where your money's also inflating. And I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Right.
No, I agree.
That's a
And we're going
good
to talk
point.
about some of the things that people can do to kind of cut back and save money, at the end of the show. But Skeezy, go on in and elaborate, a little bit more on the inflation of today and now. Do you think that the government will ever give us any break on this inflation, or will it continue to go up how it has been? You know what I mean?
It's almost like once they used to eating out of a size bowl, like your child, they start off
Right.
on a bottle, and then they get a sippy cup, and then they get a regular cup. And before you know it, they got a 40 ounce.
Right.
They ain't finna go back to the bottle or the sippy cup or the regular cup. So they gonna squeeze more, and it's just gonna be like you gonna have to keep up. I was just talking to a friend of mine, and we was riding past, and we seen some people sleeping in the woods and under the bridge, just homeless. But they ain't get like that overnight. They got caught up with the inflations, and didn't make the adjustments with the inflation. Just like BJ was getting ready to say, for every inflation, you gonna have to make some adjustments. Stuff that you blowing money on, you might have to cut back.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I
switch some
definitely
things
agree.
up.
Because a lot of the jobs, the big corporations, they've been doing a lot of cutbacks, like far as just with jobs and stuff. So yeah, I think it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Because even with the gas prices, and I'm gonna let nephew come in. I'm gonna ask GMN Cut this question. What do you think about GMN Cut? What do you think about the gas prices from maybe from 10 years ago to now? Do you think it's something that you think that the government should give us, the citizens, a break, at least with the gas? Because I'll say that's one of the things that you do see that may fluctuate and go up and down. You don't see the other things go down, but you do see gas prices going up and down. So give me what you think on, give me your thoughts on what you think about the gas prices, and do you think that the government will ever, increase the gas prices? Do you think they'll stay the same or continue to go up?
No, I think the gas prices are gonna continue to go up.
Okay, and elaborate a little bit more. Do you think it's fair for the average hardworking man and woman, who goes to work every day to be paying these high ass gas prices? You know what I mean? Because and I'll just use myself for example. I'm probably spending $200 a week alone just on gas. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So that's something that I think in the near future that I'm going to start writing off in my taxes.
You know what the answer to that is going to be?
What's that?
They've already passed some bills where all major car manufacturers have to have a hybrid electrical vehicle.
Right, doing away with
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
they like we ain't worried about you paying for gas for driving. In a minute, you're not gonna be driving.
But they
gas.
gotta, until they do that, they gotta make these electric cars and stuff affordable for the average person
Hey,
They
to be able to go
will.
out there
They
and get
will.
they
It
one.
won't
did.
be
They
one we
have.
like.
Look, listen.
It'll be
We
like
was
an
stop,
escort or something.
we was stopping. We was looking at a little something, just checking out some prices, right? A little nothing car just to see what it was costing.
All right. And this is an
and we-
electric car you're talking about, right?
No, this a regular little compact car. This a gas car. And we were looking at it and asking questions and all this and all that. And then I look over at this other, like this big 4-door truck, nice rims. I'm like, what's the deal on those? How much y'all selling them for? He's like, shoot, I can give you that for the same price as this. I'm like, how? He was like, because it's all electric and they're not selling. He like, we have a whole lot of them. They was giving them away. So they want you to go to electric. But I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I mean, they want you to go to
all
electric,
nervous.
but
They pushing
everyone's
it.
not going to be
They
able to
pushing it.
afford to go out and purchase these electric cars.
They'll
so
push it by
therefore,
raising the gas prices.
therefore, gas is still going to be a major problem for a lot of people who's driving these gas driven cars.
I'm gonna show you another inflation, and this is in house right here. And we gonna go with nephew. If you was to get allowance from your father, how much would you expect to get allowance weekly?
Right. Weekly.
How much would you
But do
ask
you
your
even know
father for?
What would he do to get the allowance? Like, what would be his chores?
Probably
Let's say that.
probably chores would be take the trash out, wash the dishes, and vacuum the floor.
Yeah, but what would your allowance? What would you expect? What would you ask them for? You know, you finna go out with the fellas or whatever. It's the weekend.
Every
What
week.
would you ask for as far as allowance?
See, I would keep it reasonable. I'd probably say like $20, $25.
All right, now stop right there, because when I was coming up, all we got was $2. You feel me? I know it was 7 of us, but still,
Okay,
know,
I see where you was getting at.
still
That,
had to do
yeah.
everything you just named for $2.
Yeah,
And then
facts.
they need to balance out the job pay and minimum wage with the inflation. But that's something they not doing. That's how we become the lower class. That's how you had the rich getting richer. They got stocks and investments. So they not worried about inflation. The only people worried about inflation is people who don't have money already. That's
I mean,
like if
that's a fact.
you
That's not
already
true.
owe 40, and then they come at you and say, now you owe 60. I'm trying to get the 40, and you raising some old prices.
No, I want to
Hey.
ask BJ3 and you this question, East Keezy. Remember when we used to go out and rake leaves, you know, and shovel the snow as kids to make money? You know, how would you know, and these are for you know, the use of today. You know, what would be the
inflation on that
inflation?
too.
What would be the inflations from, you know, because we would go out and do a yard maybe for like $10, $15. You know, so
Right.
what would you know, what would inflation be now to the current day, you know, for a young man going out there, you know, getting his hustle on, starting off? You know, what would he charge for, like a, you know, just a regular yard
25
that we
and
would
up.
charge $10 to $15 for?
25 and up. Like nephew
front
just
and the
said.
back,
You see, he
front
asking
and the
that
back.
for allowance.
Right.
50.
50. Yeah, because that's what Zoe
Front in
gonna
the
charge
backyard,
like
a front yard in the
75.
backyard.
He said,
Huh?
no, these yards different.
Yeah, because Zoe gonna
Yeah,
charge you
a
like
front and the back.
75.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, so
But
see, he ain't
inflation
charging
has
75.
definitely hit you know, the American hard working class people hard. You know, it's definitely affected me, you know, far as, you know, just gas wise, you know, spending a lot of my money goes just getting back and forth to work, you know. So a lot of us are taking a you know, a beating with this inflation, you know, which you know, and just with food alone, you know, it's rough out here, you know. And I want to ask a question too, you know, you had a lot of people in the state of Michigan who just lost power, and they just lost a lot of, you know, a lot of food that they had in their refrigerator and their freezers. Do you think that the government should have stepped in, you know, because they were giving out like $25 vouchers for people who lost their food, who were out of
And
power?
that ain't nothing.
Yeah, you know, out of power for 3 days or
That's
more. You know, so
two
I want to ask you that
cheeseburgers.
question, East Keezy. Do you think the government should have did more, you know, by giving you know, the people who lost food, you know, who's not even financially able to go and replace all this food they lost? You have people that lost hundreds of dollars of food. You know, I was just talking to a few people that maybe lost $500-600 worth of food, and you know, really don't even have the money to replace this stuff. So, you know, I want to ask you guys, and this is Freestyle Friday. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know, we're just talking about any and everything today. Do you think the government, you know, should have did a better job at, you know, especially with DTE on getting that power back up, or, you know, meaning that they couldn't get the power back up in a timely manner, that they should have did a better job at, you know, helping the citizens of Detroit, you know, with a grocery bill, you know, even by giving them an EBT card, you know, with a couple $100s on it. You know what I mean? So I need for you guys to, you know, elaborate and, you know, give me your thoughts on what you think, you know, could that situation could have been handled differently or better.
I know down here in North Carolina, if power go out or due to a storm, something like that, they automatically know because it's like news. So they would usually reimburse your food stamps, you know. But for people that's not on food stamps, they just took an L. And
Yeah.
that $25 voucher, that ain't gonna do nothing. That won't buy you no ice and, you know, stuff like that. Necessities, that's like one day. And they ain't
Yeah.
trying to come back next week and give you another voucher, you know, so they could have handled that a little more better. State funds.
And you know, and I'm not saying go ahead, BJ3, my bad.
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, but yeah, you know, and I'm not going to blame everything on DTE, you know, or the state, you know, but these are problems that they've been having for over, you know, 20 years, you know, or more. You know, every time it's a storm, you know, or it's you know, some dealing with a storm, you know, or anything like that, that they're always out of power. You know, it never fails. You know, so I think they could have did a better job at trying to, you know, give the paying people, you know, who's paying these bills, you know, these power bills and stuff, you know, at least, like I said, a couple $100 towards trying to put some more groceries back in the house. You know, a lot of people was just left without food. You know, so I just need, you know, you guys to elaborate on that a little bit more. You know, what do you think about that GML cut? Do you think that the state, you know, should step in, or should FEMA step in? Who do you think should step in and help, you know, the people that's without food now?
I think the state should step in.
Okay. You know, elaborate a little bit more on what you think with this power situation. Do you think the state should do a better job at trying to, you know, and then my question to you guys too, do you think the state is looking at this like, look, you guys know we've been having this issue for years. Go out and equip you guys yourself with generators. You know, why haven't a lot of us had by now has equipped ourselves with these generators when we know that in the city of Detroit, you know, we've been having these issues for over 15 to 20 years.
Well,
But going back to the inflation, they not balancing it out with the pay, you know. So inflation going up, but we ain't inflating with the inflation as far as our pay. So a lot of people can't afford generators. You know,
yeah.
so a lot of people living check to check. You know, people got kids, so they taking inflation too high, and it's not to cater to us. It's actually to make us lower. They know how to start. If you want to win the war, you starve somebody out. Period. The
Yeah.
rest gonna place.
Yeah, you know, so because it's almost like, you know, people are already dealing with this inflation, you know, on top of what just happened down there. You know, so I need you guys to weigh in, especially the citizens of Detroit. You know, let me know what you think about this power outage. You know, what do you think the state, the city could have did better to handle this situation? You know, because power was out for 3 days. You know, a lot of people I think maybe still maybe out of power. So, you know, let us know your situation if you still out of power, you know, how long you was out of power. You know, BJ3, you know, give us a little bit of your thoughts on this inflation situation, or, you know, the power outage. You know, it's Freestyle Friday. We're just talking about any and everything.
You know, I'm not familiar with the power outage, so I don't really want to get into that. You know, that's
Okay.
a little political. But what was the other point?
We were just sitting here talking about inflation. You know, from when we were growing up to now.
So what they're doing, they're cutting out the middle class.
Okay.
It's either you have it or you don't.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see how they go, but they've done in Chicago, how they've done in Compton, you know what I'm saying? How they've done downtown Detroit off the water.
Yeah,
Like,
what you talking about with the rebuilding and what's the other word that they use?
Gentrification.
Yeah, the gentrification. Yeah, you know, it's definitely in effect, you know, but yeah, you know, so and that's part of inflation too. You know what they're doing with all these neighborhoods. You know, we're splitting the bill like far as with the taxes and stuff.
Speaking of taxes, my wife want to know what's the minimum wage in Detroit.
I don't know. I don't want to quote something that I don't know. I think maybe like $9-10. No, you know what? I think they put minimum wage up to like $15.
Oh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, GMN Cut should know this. GMN Cut, what is minimum wage in the state of Michigan?
Minimum wage is normally $15.
Okay, so there it is. It's $15.
15.
Yeah, you know,
Minimum wage in North Carolina is still
and I'll say
7.
this. I remember when they had that pay raise with the food industry and they took the minimum wage up to $15. I think that had a lot to do with inflation also too. You know, because you had a lot of workers who were making like $9 an hour that went from that to $15 an hour. That's why they started incorporating these robots and stuff into a lot of these
They know
restaurants.
minimum wage in North Carolina is still $7.25. You
Oh
know, the last
wow.
inflation before 2023 was
So you
2008.
so
It
you
was
said minimum
6.62.
wage is
But the cost of living got to be
7.25.
low too.
Yeah,
The cost of living got to be pretty good too. Then.
I mean, yeah, it's a little lower
Yeah, it
compared
gotta
to.
be, you know, because it gotta even out. You know, wow, that's crazy.
Not only the inflation, it also depends on where you live. Like
Right.
here, we pay $12 a month for rent. If
Okay.
I go back to Smithfield right now, high rent up there is $900.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to go to Smithfield then.
Right.
50%
Yeah, say Smithfield, here we come,
Yeah,
baby.
here we
You
come.
heard me? But yeah, you know, that is definitely a big difference. That's what that's like a $400 difference.
Yeah.
Listen to this, what we seen. I was on, I think it was me, Lil Man, and Mama, but we did like seen this thing where they did a Walmart, you know, like a Walmart pickup order from 2020. He got like 14 items and it was $175. Replace that same order that he did in 2020 today is $432.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did the same thing with
Right.
lumber and everything. Like
Right.
to build a house
Everything's higher.
now, you gonna pay for it.
Right. So pretty much is
Okay.
what like what we said, things don't double, almost triple since from when we were growing up to now. You know, and why I say I don't know anything, you know, because my wife, she does all the grocery shopping and stuff like that. So, you know, and she tells me, you know, how much things went up. And, you know, it's just unbelievable. You know, from what, you know, a lot of people are telling me, from what she's telling me, you know, but I see it in the gas and the other things that went up.
Do you know inflation is designed to keep people from getting it
Yeah, I mean that's
and to
probably it. It's
keep
probably
things
another
from
way
running
of
out? Seriously. And to keep things from running out. Just like we was joking earlier about the wing shortage. But think about it. It's now more than just KFC. It's exactly wing stops. So all you getting is wings. You ain't getting no leg quarters. You ain't getting no breasts. You getting wings. Wings and things, drumettes and wing tips. That's all you getting. So it's a lot of chickens missing they wings, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
you know, and that's
leg
definitely gonna be
quarters
another
staying
conversation,
there,
you know, with that.
the breast going elsewhere.
Right. You know, so inflation is definitely a real thing. I don't think it's ever going nowhere like far as what we want, like far as the prices going down. I think we're gonna have to adjust. I think people are gonna have to adjust
That's
their
it.
living styles, their
That's it.
living habits. Go ahead,
That's
BJ3.
it. Yeah, you saying it because my question is, is there anybody on the line that uses any type of service that delivers the groceries or the dinner to the house? A Grubhub or any of the other ones. I hate naming names. Not that they're not paying the show, but all
Right.
the other ones that can bring food and stuff to the show.
That's
Right.
either lazy or bougie.
I'm saying it's more common. Ex nephew. They do that all the time. They have food brought sent to the house. Do you have food sent to the house when you want something to eat? Just have it brought to the house.
Nah, I'm old school. I always thought that was like lazy. I'm like, I really get up
Yeah,
and
that's
go get my
lazy and
stuff.
bougie.
See, but no, I agree with you, BJ3. That's the new generation
Nobody
with
got
these young
Amazon.
kids.
Ain't nobody. Don't you telling me ain't nobody got Amazon? Though nobody had nothing brought to the house on the
Domino.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, no, I
Domino.
listen, I don't now me
So,
myself, I don't even know how to Grubhub or do any of that. You know what I mean?
right.
But But that's the way of the world now, because I actually used
Uber,
to, yeah,
Lyft,
left
all them
all
joints.
that,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like all that. Like if we would have said something 10 years ago about somebody just bringing your food
Yeah.
or somebody gonna take your kid from here to here, that's not a taxi, we would have been like, what? And
Right. You wouldn't
my
believe it.
whole point is we pay for what we want, and
Right.
they see that. So it's like, if they want it, the price of cigarettes, the price of Coca-Cola, just like we said, the price of chips, everything goes up. And
See,
if you
yeah.
want it, you get it. It's
Hey,
just that simple.
yeah, and you hit it
So,
right on the
like,
nose, BJ3.
you know what I'm saying?
I
So
can't disagree
it's
with you
like
at all.
you said
See,
it.
and that's just because the
Make
price
the
of
adjustment.
cigarettes. Look, the price of cigarettes, because I used to smoke cigarettes about 8-9 years ago and I quit. I'm so glad I did. But I think when I smoked cigarettes, they might have been like $4 or something like that. I think now here in Detroit, they I think cigarettes is like $8. What are they in the price of
Yeah.
California? Or,
Damn.
what are they down there, East Keys? You a cigarette smoker? BJ3 is not.
I pay
Yeah, I
like
know.
$7-8.
Yeah. See, and it's
Yeah,
kind of low there.
$7-8.
Yeah. So, but
But
yeah, even the
up there when
cigarettes
I
has
came
doubled,
up
but
there,
people
they like
still going out
$10.
getting them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that ain't gonna stop
because
it.
they know that's what I'm saying. They trying to keep you from getting them, but you
Yeah.
still gonna get them. So
Yeah, they ain't
They
gonna
ain't
keep
trying to
they ain't
keep
gonna
you
keep
from
niggas
getting
from
it.
smoking
Trust
them
me,
cigarettes.
they're
make
not
money.
trying to keep you. They're not trying to keep you from getting them. They want you to get them. They like, you like it that much? Here,
Yeah,
just put this
no,
right
they
here. See if
want
you
you to
still
get
want
them.
it. You still want
Yeah.
it? All
Yeah,
right, good.
in that
You gonna get it.
aspect, but
You gonna
just
get it.
like if you was in the dope game, you trying to hold on to what you got, you gonna jack the price up, hoping they turn around. But if they do, you still getting paid.
You ain't
Yeah.
gotta hope, because you got the supply. You are
Right?
the only supplier. Nobody
Yeah.
supplies without
Right.
the government.
Now I got a question for y'all. Do y'all remember these conversations we used to have with our I'll say our aunties and uncles or our grandmothers or even our fathers and
I remember my
that
grandmother.
when they said, boy, I used to go to the store with a quarter and come
Yep,
back with a
a
loaf of
nickel,
bread, a pop,
a
some
nickel.
chips.
Yeah,
Yeah, all them
And
stories
wouldn't
like that.
believe.
yep.
You'd be like, yeah, ain't no motherfucking way. And listen, and then they be like,
I'm
and we
telling you.
still had 5 cents left over.
Right, right. I'm telling you. I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
those
My
days are
grandmother got some
long
major
gone.
stories.
So GM and
Man,
Cut, you would
but these,
never know
but
about
they,
those days.
but
They
this,
like we heard stories about, they would go to the store like I just said, buy a pop, loaf of bread, some chips, candy. You know what I mean? With all that with a quarter, maybe probably even less. And still have
right,
change left
right.
over. So give us some of your
Aisha,
thoughts
you
on
woke?
give us some of your thoughts on inflation. From when you grew up to now.
So yeah, I done heard stories like that before too. Like, I done heard the candy shop stories. You could take like 25 cent and get like so much candy. Now candy like $2-3.
Yeah, it's real in the field out here. So when and these are for the kids now, when you hear your parents saying, put that down, this, that, and the other, it's too expensive, like things cost, especially, and then we were just talking about this the other day, East Keezy, about with the backpacks and, trying to raise money net for next year for the kids going back to school. Imagine, the inflation like on the school supplies, on just getting the backpacks and
Right,
the paper and the list that because they actually come home with a list
right,
now so yeah
right.
so I can imagine you know what that
It's
list
just,
what that list would be, and what that the cost on those supplies would be. But yeah, inflation has definitely affected everybody. We need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Give us your thoughts. Let us know how inflation has affected you in your daily everyday life. East Skeezy, go on ahead and lead us out.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all know. This just then, I just got an email. Inflation come from population. That's where the Asian come from. Inflation come from population. They know within 8 years, they know the Census Bureau had turned in the number to where they know is just hypothetically speaking, just say 400,000 more people here on Earth. Now they got to produce a bigger mass. So now this is gonna cost more money because now they gotta buy steroids, they gotta buy machines, more labor to feed this much people. Imagine if you had a restaurant and you were selling ribs, and at first you was only serving 10 customers a day. And then within 5 years, you started serving 20 customers, and then another 20 in 5 more years. Now you not finna sell those ribs for the same price because now you got to buy more ribs because the rib truck gonna come and drop you off a load. Anyway, long story short, they trying to keep up with the population. That there's inflation coming from the population. So
Right.
now you got all these people on the road driving cars. So now they got to get gas over here to America quicker because
Right.
we eating it up quick. So it's more people on the road, more gas. Inflation just come from us fucking.
And see, and it's pretty much like what you're saying is supply and demand. You
Right.
know, yeah. You know, so BJ3, let everybody know what you got going on, where they can reach you.
Man, you know, I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. I was I want where you live, man. What area? You in the South?
I'm in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I'm in
My nephew,
actually Castle Hayne, North Carolina.
my nephew was in South Carolina. He said they have sundown states, sundown cities. Y'all got sundown cities in North Carolina?
No, like they got to be in at a certain time, or
No,
I
you
had
can't.
never heard of that
Don't
until
get
he
caught.
started going to school there.
Yes, you can't
Yeah,
get caught in those
you can't
cities
get
at a
caught
certain
when the
time.
sundown.
Right.
It's the same stuff.
oh well, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah, you got black neighborhoods that sundown cities. Some projects in sundown cities.
Right.
Hey,
Fact.
go to the Bruces if you want to. Sundown. Go to Warren and Connors.
Right. Right.
Sundown.
Right. Well, yeah. Let them know. Let them know where they can reach you, BJ3. Let them know what you got going on.
Check me out at all_natural_T on TikTok and Instagram. all_natural_T. Yep,
There you
yep.
go. Get at him. Get at him, y'all. And the offer is still on the table. Anyone who wants to try to tee out, get with BJ3, and we're gonna. It's on me. It's gonna be on me. So GMM Cut. Let everybody know where they can reach you. Let them know what you got going on.
You can reach me mainly on Instagram at GMN__cut KUTT.
Okay, that's what's up. I want to thank everybody who came on the show. GMM Cut, BJ3. As usual, it's been another one. It's been a good one. It's your boy Dame D,
And your boy E Skeezy.
and we are out. Peace.
Holla.
Yeah.